Hey GTA fans, wondering about the GTA 6 marketing timeline? Here's what to expect. Based on previous Rockstar releases, we can predict a pattern. The first trailer dropped in December 2023, with more screenshots in late September 2024. Trailer 2 and pre-orders should hit around mid-November to early December 2024. Early mid-March 2025 will reveal the release date and more screenshots. Expect trailer 3 in early mid-June 2025, focusing on Jason and Lucia. A gameplay trailer should follow in early August to late September 2025, and a GTA Online trailer is likely from late September to early October 2025. Leading up to the grand launch between the mid-October and early December 2025. Stay tuned for more updates. Subscribe if you want me to give away multiple GTA 6 copies on the release date. Thank you and let's go. So here we are starting with GTA 6 new leak. I don't know if it actually is the new leak or it's just someone made it, but as I'm going to say, it looks like a Moana and not the GTA 6, and it's not completely leak, and it's just the cartoon Moana, so just so you know. A GTA 6 map that I've been working on. I haven't worked on this in a couple of months, and there is one funny comment that I've seen. This is how I see it, and that's the exact thing I see how this person looks like. That's 100% accurate. Next up we have is, what are you doing if you load up GTA 6 on release day and see this abomination of a map? No wrong answers. I would kiss my social life and hard drive space goodbye, purchasing new SSDs. It's a good thing I added that 4TB NVMe stick to my PS5, thank God for Black Friday sales at Micro Center. 4TB NVMe will be your smallest problem. Not if I already don't have a social life. I bartend, all I do in this current stage is link drinks and go home and play video games. I may be slightly exaggerating for comedic effect. Fix a drink bartender, swoosh, glass breaking. Look if they can't catch a fully loaded AMF in the middle of a packed Friday night game crowd. Yeah, of course, the funny answers, as we could see through these comments, there's a bunch of them, and if you want to read them, just go to their Reddit and go ahead, but we're here for updates. Looks like in-game social media will be a big thing. A position opened where for an animator whose sole purpose is to create animation for in-game social media. This probably means that all the social media clips in the trailer weren't just for show, but are a pretty big part of the game. I've also seen some Rockstar employees on LinkedIn label themselves as in-game social media producers, writers, etc. As here we could see Rockstar India Animation Junior Mixed Media Animator. What do? We create content for in-game media for our game world to make immersive experiences. We work as global animation team to provide believable experience to players. We work on multiple platforms to create multiple styles of content for in-game media. And it definitely will be. It's heavy prominence in a trailer is what mostly suggests that. And also, how can you parody our modern world without the heavy inclusion of it? Sure, GTA 5 included some slight social media themes, but that released before social media had really taken over every aspect of society. Instagram was only 3 years old by that point, and Musical.ly, TikTok's producer, didn't even exist. I'm very curious as to the role it will play both in the single player and online modes. I guess it should borrow a lot of style elements from natural born killers. I'm interested in seeing it will affect things like cutscenes and the larger story overall, like seeing some lazy characters lying around on their phone a lot when you come to visit them and things like that. Or Lucy and Jason watching TV in bed while one scrolls on their phone before they get up to go out for a mission or something. Also maybe using hacking for starting robberies or doing cash apps type scams and things. This would be very interesting. How it'll affect the story and how it'll serve as gameplay mechanic is what I'm most curious about. Like, will we generally be able to make pause and shit? I really don't see how that would work, but it seems to be the direction they are leaning on. With a very little information we have, so I'm very speculative here. Watch Dogs 2 had a simple implementation of it in a way that you would level up based on how many social media followers you had. But really, followers was just another word for XP in the game. You couldn't actually interact with social media though. Of course that isn't as applicable to GTA 6, at least story mode, as there isn't the traditional leveling system. So here's even more talks, which basically I can just put screenshot and you could read it, and we will go for another interesting information we have for today. Marketing timeline prediction based on patterns from previous Rockstar releases as GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 that also launched in the fall and about 2 years after the first trailer. So, marketing timeline, screenshots plus new artwork. Early July, mid-August. By the way, before we had a trailer 1 on December 5th, 2024, but now we are entering 2025, so screenshots and artwork from early July, mid-August. Late September is more screenshots, trailer 2 and plus pre-orders, mid-November, early December, entering 2025, early mid-March, release date plus screenshots reveal, the exact reveal, the release date. Then we go for an early May and mid-June cover art reveal, early mid-June a trailer 3 with Jason and Lucia's trailers, late June and mid-July special collector's edition reveal, and a gameplay trailer early August, late September. GTA Online trailer late September, early October. Early October, late November, trailer 4 launch trailer, and the launch on mid-October, early December. I just want the We Got X before 6 comments to stop. I expect a lot of low IQ comments here about delay the release to 2026. Let's start with yours since you brought up the 2026. Next up, what do you guys think will be on the game cover and where exactly? As here we could see the suggestion, so if you want to put your photos in it, you could go for it. As here is the suggestion by the author of this thing. Here we could see the Court Guard Hallie, minor character Peanut Girl, Bikes Haitians, Lucia Pays Close-Up, Swamp Alligator, Core Stash, Chase Police Cars Ocean Drive, Speedboats, Jason with a handgun. And there we go, we know we will see Lucy and Jason, probably a helicopter because that's a theme, and then a lot of other stuff that will draw attention to us. And there is a second post where a guy already made a fan-made cover, as here we could see the helicopter, we could see Jason, we could see a boat, we could see police, we can see alligator, we can see some we can see a girl, we can see motorbikes, and also girls playing volleyball. So this is just a small cover that someone made, and it could even make me maybe better, but just one small suggestion. GTA 6 Day 1 sales, as GTA 5 sold 11 million units in its first 24 hours, with GTA 6 having even more hype for it than the 5, and with the digital store of consoles, how many units do you guys expect GTA 6 to sell in 24 hours? I think around 15 to 32 million units, and someone goes with an idea of 15 million minimum, which is surely at least 3 copies, maybe 2, because if one of the people gets a code and can buy a copy. Around 80-85 million consoles which can play that game exist. I doubt that around 60% of new consoles owners will buy the game day 1. Okay, maybe 49.99999 million copies in a bit more reasonable. Yeah, that sounds better. 50 million was too much, but that one is achievable. Yeah, of course, I feel like it's going to be around 30 million for sure. Like, back then 11 million was massive, but it wasn't that like big. And now GTA 6 with the trailer that we got, more people born, the bigger like amount of people who can play it, and still, even though now that's as someone said, there's around 80-85 million consoles, I feel like even more people will buy consoles and it will be doubled before the release of GTA 6, so we might even get that 50 million easily, but we will see how it's going to work out. There's still a lot of PC players that will be waiting for it, and it might go around a billion people playing GTA 6 at some point when PC is released. Things in GTA 6 we need to see. Properties being a part of the map. I should have to wait a hidden cutscene to walk into my apartment or have my minimap reduced just because I am on my yacht. Not saying these places shouldn't be safe spaces against players, but they should be real places on the map. Imagine being able to use the balconies in apartments. This would be client side, of course, unless you invite someone in. 2. Crumple zones, especially with splints. Let's say you drive into a wall at max speed, not only should there be a huge crater, but you shouldn't be able to drive the car anymore, and the damage on it should reflect that. Same with planes, except they don't have crumple zones. God forbid you were to fly some type of plane into a large structure accidentally, that structure should show detailed cosmetic damage, with your plane being completely destroyed. It wouldn't be realistic to see a charred version of my jet falling from the sky. Realistic sounds, oh my god, why can't we have actual realistic sounds in game? An AK-47 is extremely loud, and that's the fun of it. Same with cars. Guns in Red Dead Redemption 2 were already leaps and bounds ahead of 5, so I'm sure they'll be better in 6. Yeah, I'm playing through this for the first time right now and I'm loving it. I've seen this list before. Yeah, I've definitely seen this one before. About the planes, of course, about, oh my god, the jokes around that will be a lot of them. And if they actually do it, yeah, they might be cancelled for that. The next one we go for. I have the 2 speculations about the game. Speculation number 1, what I think is that Jason has no relation to being a cop or an ex-cop. He might be close to any gangs, then later on he might get involved in drugs business. I said drugs because there's a clip in a trailer where we see body cam where some cops are raiding a place. Even the internet shows Miami is known as a hub for cocaine smuggling. Speculation 2, if anyone played the game Uncharted 4, the story's base is about playing Sam's dad, then they start, not playing but paying Sam's dad, then they start the adventure finding the treasure. Also in GTA 5 we have to pay the debt as Michael to Martin Madrazo, so just like this, I think his story might revolve around paying debt, and maybe this is why Lucia and Jason does the robbery shown in the trailer, but then Lucia gets caught and then time skips, then we play as Jason and missions might be to free Lucia, and then, yes, the rest is left for some more speculation. How music from 5 will be included in 6's radio station. There's a lot of songs in 5 such as ADHD by Kendrick Lamar, which I would love to have come back in 6. Do we think they'll bring back most all songs from 5's radio stations, or do we think they will straight up leave out any track that already appeared in 5? And I'm aware a lot of 5's iconic tracks were West Coast Gangsters tracks, which obviously wouldn't really fit in the setting of 6, but what do we think? I don't think they typically do that. The soundtracks are too large for me to remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they usually pick all new songs. So that's kind of all the information we got for GTA 6 today, and if you're excited for more content, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.